Once again, I'm filming and the sun's going down.
Yourself, get immersed in it. I don't know if that's a word. Immerse yourself in it. Immerse, is that a word? I don't know. But let yourself.
So today, new year, new me. Nope, same on the filming. Hi guys! So today I am filming my New Year's resolution video. So let me start off by saying Happy New Year. But anyway, so everyone talks about these resolutions that we all make on either the 31st or the 1st. And everyone knows that these resolutions pretty much are over with by the second week of January because people set unrealistic goals for themselves. And because they set these unrealistic goals is why I think that they don't work out. People set goals like, this year I'm going to lose like 300 pounds by the summer. Obviously not 300 pounds, but people set these goals and they don't set them realistically. They're like, by the summer, I'm going to lose so much weight that's not even healthy to lose that much weight in that short amount of time. And they set these goals, and because they're just doing flash diets and things like that, it doesn't work for them. And that's just losing weight. But that's the one that everyone typically has on their New Year's resolution as #1. So yeah. And then they set other goals like, I'm going to walk on Mars. But if you're not an astronaut, you're not going to walk on Mars. And I'm not even sure if you can walk on Mars without like dying. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I do not know science. But I do know that people set these goals and they don't follow through with most of them, if any of them. Some people do, but a lot of people don't. So this New Year's, I decided to make my top 15, I finally figured out how to do it. My top 15 New Year's resolutions, and they are for me, but also I made them more general for other people too, if you want to make one of these your resolution, because I feel like there's something, these goals are goals that anyone can really have, and it shouldn't be that hard to follow through with. So let's just get started. So my goal #1, which I wrote them all on a piece of paper here, and I think it came out pretty cute, but my goal #1 is to become healthy. It's not to lose weight, like lose this amount of weight. It's not to have a number show up on a scale when you weigh yourself. It's not to be skinny. It's just to be healthy. Because so many people think that you have to lose weight, you have to have a certain number on the scale when you step on it, or you have to be like super skinny to feel good about yourself. But muscle weighs more than fat. So you may actually gain weight, or not reach that number that you want, but you're healthy and you're fit and you're muscular. So I think that's something really important for people that a lot of people really don't realize. And so I think my #1 resolution, and I'm sure it should be, if it's not already, is just to be healthy. It's not to be skinny. It's not to, you know, be 100 pounds and only 100 pounds and not, it's just to lose this amount of weight or you're not going to be happy. And I think that's where so many people fail, is that they fail to realize that health is so much better than a number. Because the number doesn't tell you anything. You can be super skinny all you want, but if you're not healthy and you're below average, then that's not good. So I think my #1 resolution is to be healthy. #2 is just, it's a personal one for me, but I mean, maybe there are those of you out there who also do this. Obviously, it's everyone, every YouTuber probably says this, and it's to upload regularly. I try to upload twice a week. And I try and upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays for my To Infinity Tuesday and To Infinity Thursday. But obviously, life happens. I can't promise you guys I'm going to upload every week, twice a week on those specific days. But my New Year's resolution is to upload at least once a week. It doesn't have to be on Tuesday or Thursday, but my goal is to upload at least once a week. If I can't do it on Tuesday or Thursday or both, just do it at least once a week. So it could be on like a Wednesday or a Friday if I really can't do it on a Tuesday or Thursday. But I am going to try and upload at least once during the week. #3 is just to take a risk. Every day, every week, whatever you want is just to take a risk. Just say yes to something that you never would have said yes to. Obviously, don't like say yes to drugs and like stuff like that. But I mean like things that are like adventurous that you never thought you would ever want to do. Just like try something new. #4. This one is more personally for me, but also it can be for you, just to write more. I love writing songs and poetry. I don't think you guys know that about me. I'm pretty sure I didn't put that in any like video previously, but I do like to write a lot. And because of school, and now I'm trying to get a job and dealing with college and things like that, I haven't really had much time to really just like sit down and write, and I miss it. I really do. So my goal is to write more this year, just anything, songs, poetry. I used to write short stories. I want to get back to writing. So whatever it is that you guys have maybe put off for a while or things like that, you guys should do that. That should be one of your resolutions, is to get back to that. Find time for it, whatever it is. Number 5 is just for me personally to open up to people more, because I do put myself in, I have been in situations where I've gotten hurt, and I do put myself in the situation where I will close myself off because I don't want to be hurt. And again, so definitely for me, it's just to open up to people more, because I've pushed away a lot of really good people and I don't have to, and I realize that now. And so it's definitely for me to open up to people more, but still be cautious, you know, like not just like give everything, but just start giving a little more and more, and like letting people in more. Number 6, which is find the people who matter in my life and show them, let them know that I think they matter, because that's something that we don't do a lot, is show people that they matter to us and that they're special to us, and we just automatically assume they know it. But sometimes you have to go out of your way to show these people, because they probably go out of their way to show you, or they don't, and you might know that it feels not that good thinking that you don't matter to them when really you do. They just haven't shown it to you. Number 7, it kind of goes with opening up to people. It's just to stop pushing people away, because for me, like I said, I get hurt, and to prevent myself from getting hurt, I push people away before they even have a chance to hurt me. And honestly, it's really bad. It is, and I need to stop it. So that's my resolution, is to stop pushing people away just because I think they're gonna hurt me. Number 8, which is just to take time to really find yourself, myself, yourself. Take time this year to really discover who you are, what it is about you that makes you you, what makes you tick, what makes you excited, what makes you feel like alive. Just take time this year to really find yourself. Number 9, which is for me and for you guys, is don't compromise yourself. Don't compromise your beliefs, anything about you. Don't compromise yourself for people to accept you. And I know that's really hard, and you know, it may be easier said than done, but really, don't compromise yourself just for people to accept you. You need to accept yourself. And that's something I'm working on personally, is just finding that acceptance, because we always look for acceptance in other people. We want everyone to accept us, we want everyone to like us, we want everyone to love us, and sometimes it just really needs to start from within us. So don't compromise yourself for other people. Just let it come in through you. And then if you accept yourself, then other people will accept you. You're just being more real that way, and people like people who are real. People don't like people who are fake. Number 10 on my resolutions is to just lose yourself in something, someone, anything, anyone. Just lose yourself this year and let yourself grow from it. Number 11, which is just to set goals repeatedly for yourself. Everyone has these New Year's resolutions that they make at the beginning of the year, and then they do them for 2 weeks and they're done. But you have to set realistic goals for yourself, and don't take no for an answer. Like, if you want to lose weight, don't say I'm going to lose 100 pounds this year by the summertime. You have to set realistic goals. Say, in the next 2 weeks, I want to lose 5 pounds, or I don't know, 10 pounds, I don't know if it's healthy, but 5 pounds. Just say, in the next 2 weeks, I want to lose 5 pounds, and go for that. And in 2 weeks, if you lose 5 pounds, or you lose more than 5 pounds, then you're good. But you can't say, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next month. I mean, you have to set small goals for yourself, and then just keep building. Once the 2 weeks hits, if you lost 5 pounds, or you lost 8 pounds, that's awesome. And then you can go from there and go, okay, now I want to start running more. And so then, and you want to say, I want to be able to run a 5K in this amount of weeks. And you go and you do whatever you need to do to be able to run that 5K. And if you reach that, then you can set another goal. Just set small, realistic goals for yourself. That's basically it. And don't take no for an answer. Number 12 for me is just to do everything you can for others. For me specifically, I work with special needs kids, and so mentally or physically handicapped kids, I work with them. And so for me this year, I just want to do everything I can for them, because these kids are so underrepresented sometimes, and people don't really understand that they're just like you and me, Number 13 goes along with that, and it's just to give back. Give back to your community. Give back to the people around you. You know, your parents do so much for you. Give back and help them out. You know, there are people out there who are homeless and living on the streets, whether they're little kids or they're old grown men, you know, and women. And, you know, sometimes people say, oh, like some people believe that it's purely up to you. You did this to yourself. You're homeless because you were lazy and this and that. But a lot of times it's pure circumstantial. A lot of times people get divorces and they find themselves homeless, or their significant other dies, or their parents die and they find themselves homeless. And so, or they lost their job during the crisis. So it's like for a lot of people, it was pure circumstantial. You know, there are the people who get addicted to drugs and alcohol or get in with the wrong people and whatever, and they find themselves homeless. But there are so many good people out there who aren't hooked on drugs or alcohol or anything and just circumstantially found themselves homeless. And so give back to the homeless if you want to. Give back to anyone. Just anyone in your community. Do something for someone in your community. Number 14 is don't let anyone walk all over you. Don't let anyone tell you who you can and can't be. Don't let anyone tell you who you are. Don't let anyone tell you anything about yourself. That you're not good enough. That you're this. That you're that. Don't let anyone tell you that. You know who you are. You need to show that off to the world. You need to show them that you're someone not to be messed with. And I'm not saying go out and bully people or do this or do that, but I'm saying just don't let anyone get to you. And I know that's really hard to hear and do. Trust me, it's beyond hard to do. And it's easier said than done, once again. But you have to learn to love yourself. And really just don't let people walk all over you. Don't let them think that you can just be messed with. Be your own person and stand up for yourself. Number 15, which is just to fall in love with yourself. You know, the only way anyone's ever gonna love you is if you love yourself first. And honestly, it's really hard for me to say that and do it. And I'm definitely working on it. And so my challenge for you guys, and you don't have to do this, but I really think it's good for everyone, is just every day look at yourself and find one new thing about yourself every day that you like. That you like or you love about yourself. Maybe you really like your eyes or your smile, or you really like that you are always doing things for other people. Find one thing every day that you like about yourself, and you can just remember it or you can write it down. And if you write it down and you come back at the end of the year and you look at everything that you found, that's 365 things about yourself that you love. And you can look back on that on a day when you really feel like no one's there for you, or you're not important, or, you know, that no one's there for you and no one loves you and you're not good enough. And you can look back on that day and see 50 things that you liked, or you can see 105 things that you liked about yourself. And you can see that you really are important. And so, my final thing is just, sorry. Oh my god. Sorry. My final thing is just to fall in love with yourself. Because you're perfect, just the way you are. And someone else will see all the things that you didn't like about yourself, and they'll think they're perfect. And you'll see all your imperfections, and someone else will see them as the things they love about you. So really just the number one thing. It was number 15 on my list, but it's the number one thing, and it's just to fall in love with yourself and find these things that you love. And never think you're not good enough. But, sorry, getting back to it. Those are my 15 New Year's resolutions for myself, and I put them out here so that I can watch it at the end of the year, and also so that you guys can see it and see what my resolutions are and my hopes are for you guys, because I really hope that you guys do these things. So bye.